Good afternoon to you all. Welcome back again to my channel. My name is Doris. Yes, I brought a beautiful love story between Emmanuel and LIQUOROSE. Yes, believe you me, you'll enjoy the story. And it's also a continuation of the one I dropped yesterday. Title is Heaven Sent. It was compiled by one of the liquor lions who goes by the name Mufako. Yes, this is a continuation of the story we had yesterday, where Liqua Rose got a new job in Emmanuel's company. You remember the story of Mr. Blue and Mr. Black and Miss Blue. Miss Blue is Liquor Rose, Mr. Black is Emmanuel. Yes, Liquor Rose later got the job in Emmanuel's office and she later started work. Meanwhile, Miss Innocencia, the secretary to Emmanuel, she isn't happy about the whole thing. Who knows, maybe she's admiring or eyeing Emmanuel. She approached Liquor Rose to help her out in the work she is doing. While Liquor Rose gave her the chance to do that, she said, "Okay, let me ease myself," and left the office. Miss Innocencia utilized the opportunity to send Liquor Rose's personal pictures and to the internet. Yes, unknown to Liquorose. This thing I'm telling you is I have uploaded the story already on my channel. You can check that too. But I'm trying to summarize it before we go into this one I came with. Yes, so unknown to Liquorose, her story was there already. So Emmanuel and Alex, that is the friend to Emmanuel, intervened in the whole thing and took Liquorose to his house. Yes, so now Liquorose is in Emmanuel's house. Let's start from there and then know what happened next. Remember, the title is Heaven Sent? It has been 9 months already, but Blue and Black have been playing hide and seek. Things have been awkward since the harassment and kiss issue. Black used the time to get all the information he needed about Blue. He was happy she wasn't involved in anything shady. He also found out about the ex and was very angry at how can a person treat a person such as Blue like that. But he planned to treat her like a princess when they finally stopped playing games. Blue was still staying with Black. He didn't want her to leave, so she succumbed to him. Ella recently sent her the info she needed and was shocked to find out that Mr. Black was only a hardcore at work. But around his family and friends, he was a softie. She noted never to judge a book by its cover. There was also an info on Innocencia who was following her around, but she laughed hysterically. Two can play the game, she said. She was now alert always. She knew she was dealing with a psycho, but she was prepared to put her in her place. Tuesday morning, Blue was at her desk by 7:15. Black arrived at 9:30 with 14 international executives, fresh from breakfast meeting. Blue scanned the crew and noticed the manager who harassed her the previous evening wasn't there. Black approached Blue as, "You are avoiding me? You left very early today without eating breakfast." She said, "No, I'm not. I had lots of work to do. Are you still angry at me?" Black asked, "Did you do something I should be angry about? All I did was to prevent the pervert from harassing you. Did I tell you to fight my battles? No, you did not, but I knew how he operates. I'm just sorry for losing my cool, for what it's worth." Black said quietly, "I am so sorry for hurting your feelings." Still, Blue refused to make an eye contact. "Did you need her with anything else? Perhaps you have forgotten how to log in into your laptop or make phone call?" She suggested with a hint of sarcasm. "Actually, I don't need your help with something," he hesitated. "We have an important client from Dubai and he brought his wife on the trip. We have a lunch meeting planned. I thought you might come along so his wife would feel comfortable. It would be a great help. It might help us to land a big account." Blue didn't look up from her laptop. "Of course, Mr. Black. I will be glad to help in a way. Is there anything else, sir?" From the corner of her eye, she saw his hands come up and push through his hairs. "That's all for now." He disappeared into the conference room. All night, she did not her fury at his interference, but already her anger was slipping away. A tiny voice in the back of her head whispered, it was kind of nice that he wanted to protect her. So at the meeting, Blue had never been into a limousine. She tried to act nonchalant, but she couldn't keep her excitement and curiosity. There was even a bar inside. The men were discussing business as usual. The client's wife was an attractive lady with an engaging smile. She chatted with Blue comfortably. Apparently, she was fascinated by her life in Lagos. Miss Queen, that is the client's wife, glanced at Mr. Black, who was casually eavesdropping. So, Mr. Black, how did you meet with Blue? She's very delightful. She turned to her husband and said, baby, can't you get 2 extra tickets for the musical tonight? Blue needs to experience Port Harcourt. Yes, of course, you can bring her. I have acquired 2 extra tickets in case we needed them. Mr. Black could come also. But I'm sure there is plenty business to discuss. Oh no, I don't want to impose, said Blue, her heart thumping in her chest. She stole a glance at Black, but his expression gave way to nothing. Nonsense, Crane smiled. I would love to have a female company. It's settled then. Mr. Black, will you be joining us? I'm sorry, Mr. White, but I'm preoccupied at the moment. Mr. White was disappointed, but he later understood that Mr. Black was a busy man. That is, Mr. White is Queen's husband. That is the client. I hope you're following me. So Mr. Black smiled and turned the conversation back to business. Mr. White was ready to commit. He just wanted some minor things to be ironed out. Lunch was long and productive. After they were done, they went inside the elevator. On the trip up the elevator, Black was feeling very generous because of the successful negotiations. He agreed for Blue to go shopping with Miss White. Anything to keep the clients happy. Suddenly, Queen said, such beautiful roses. Are they yours, Blue? Black smiled, turned into a scowl as he eyed the flowers. I don't know. Blue stared agape at the enormous bouquet of red roses on her desk. Her face frozen in place as the rest of the people were smiling at her. Queen gently moved her towards her desk. Come, come, we have to see who sent you the flowers. Look at the card. Queen looked over Blue's shoulder as she opened the florist's envelope with shaking hands. Who's Martin? Why didn't you tell me you have an admirer? Blue's face was red with anger when she read the card, which says, you captured my heart from the moment we met. I know I messed up, but please give me a second chance. I will await your call. Your devoted Martin. Maybe you could also invite him to the musical so you guys can talk things through. At that moment, Black emerged from his office speaking to Mr. White in a loud voice. I've got good news. My calendar is open for tonight, so I will also accompany you to the musical concert. The ladies went for shopping. To Blue's surprise, Queen led her to an upscale shopping mall. They quickly spotted some fanciful dresses. Queen grabbed some for her and Blue. She even talked her into purchasing a number of cute casual ensembles. They later returned to the office and Blue continued working. Knockout time. She went home and prepared for the musical concert. Black was already waiting downstairs, looked her way when she entered the lobby. At Black's perusal, she was suddenly conscious of the side slits in the dress that revealed her thigh. She heard people wrestling from her left. Oh baby, you look hot. Blue. Black called as he walked towards her and held her hand. The limousine arrived and they were both ushered inside. Black whispered, I hate it when people look at you like you are a snack. Why do you feel that way, Mr. Black? Because I like you so much and I know the feeling is mutual. I can feel and there is no running away from it. Blue was silent. They arrived at the musical, but Black couldn't concentrate. He wanted Blue to himself, but Blue was making him sweat. Mr. White was talking about business as usual and the ladies were bored. So they started drinking some champagne, and when Black noticed that Blue was getting tipsy, he suggested that they could call it night. On the other way to the penthouse, Blue was singing and dancing. So you said you like me. What exactly do you like about me? I love everything about you. You are loud yet silent. You are fierce. You challenge me to an extent that I sometimes wish to spank you. You are very generous and loving. You are goal driven and you are also blessed with a beautiful heart. Omo, these two keeps making me jealous. Yeah, the way they carry themselves. Like I used to say that the love is mutual, yes. LIQUOROSE didn't just leave it for Emmanuel and Emmanuel didn't just leave it for LIQUOROSE. They understood the game very well. It's all about teamwork, yes, and they are doing that together. As you can see, LIQUOROSE is getting used to her new environment, moving from Lagos to Port Harcourt, and also getting a new job in Emmanuel's company. It's not easy. And also, Emmanuel is also doing well for himself. Just as you can see in this story that initially, they planned going for musical concerts, which Emmanuel said that he will be busy, but later on changed that idea and said that he will be chanced. So, as you can see, they later went for the concert, the musical concert, and here Emmanuel is here professing his love for LIQUOROSE. I don't know where these two are heading to. I don't know their plan, but we will still find out what their plans are. Yes, and I will still upload that for you guys. Do take care of yourselves and remember that my name is Doris. Till we meet next other time. Bye bye.